Thomas Weather.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. On this Thursday morning, it is the 24th day of August, and even here at 4:30 in the morning, it feels like a furnace out here with the relentless heat and humidity continuing. What can I tell you new? I mean, the heat index got to 112 yesterday. We are under a heat advisory again today and tomorrow for most of us. If you live west of I-65, most of the state is in a excessive heat warning. In fact, many states, all the way from the Midwest, from Minnesota, all the way down to the Gulf Coast, are in an excessive heat warning with that massive heat dome that has dominated our weather for the last few days. Today, once again, a dry forecast with excessive heat indices. You know, today and tomorrow, you could argue 108 to 112 on the heat index easily. And we should be, again, dry. And now there could be an isolated shower somewhere, but I've got the rain chances pretty much at 0 through Saturday. And then we'll put in a small 20% chance as we get into Sunday, and then go back as the upper high breaks down a little bit, back to a summertime normal of 30 to 40% as we get into Monday and Tuesday of next week. So the temperature will start to come down a little bit next week. You know, I don't want to use the word cooler, just not as extreme. All right, that's the deal with our next few days. Now, out in the tropics, the National Hurricane Center is tracking 4 features, 2 in the far eastern Atlantic we don't care about, and Franklin is a little bit more interesting. Franklin survived the mountains of Hispaniola yesterday. Good for you, Franklin. And now it's north of Hispaniola into the Atlantic, and it could become a hurricane over the weekend. And then there's some scenarios that suggest that this system may be picked up by a trough and taken out into the Atlantic, or maybe edge closer to the U.S. Probably not actually striking the U.S. But anyway, Franklin is an interesting feature. But hold the phone. There's something new that we need to talk about. There's a system coming out of the Pacific that will be crossing Central America into the Caribbean. An area to watch now with a 40% chance of development. But some interesting possible scenarios, because this is our backyard, and it could be migrating towards the Gulf of Mexico as we get into the weekend and into next week. The Europeans suggesting we may see maybe a tropical storm next week in the Gulf of Mexico. I have some interesting graphics below in the blog section. The European ensembles, that's where they run the model several different times with several different equations, have positions of low pressure areas that look very interesting. I'll let you check that out below. And that's something we'll be watching over the next few days. So yeah, new area to watch in our backyard. So this is something that we care about. All right, now you're up to date on your forecast discussion. Excuse me. This morning, everything is normal, including live on the radio, 6 to 9 on News Talk 93.1 WACV. You'll find another forecast update and forecast discussion tomorrow morning right here. I'll be standing right here with the latest information for you. Your forecast whenever you want it across the dial on the Blue Water family of stations. And that's all I have to say right at the moment. Have a great day. I'll see you later.
Rich Thomas Weather.